Welcome to video 178 in series 3, and now I'll write the item make noise script. I'm going to make a new item script, so create a new C# script and call it item underscore make noise and then open it up. Incredibly, I won't need any of these methods, so let's just get rid of all of them. And put in these variables, and they are public float noise range is equal to 30, public float noise rate is equal to 10, public float speed threshold is equal to 5, private float next noise time, public layer mask, applicable NPC layer, private collider, and array colliders. It'll all make sense what's going on here in just a moment. So I'm going to start by writing a method called void distraction. When this method is called, if there's a valid collider in range that's picked up in the range of the distraction sphere, I guess, then if that's a valid collider of the applicable NPC layer that we'll assign, and this message will be sent distract, which is a method on the NPC state pattern script. It'll result in the NPC going to the location of interest. So I've just brought up the state pattern script here, and I just wanted to remind you what that looked like. Here we go, public void distract, and the position is supplied there, location of interest, and it pushes the NPC into the alert state to go and have a look at that position. So that's exactly what we're doing here, and we're supplying the transform.position, so this item, whatever its transform.position is. Now sorry, let me just go through the code so that you can write it. So that was void distraction colliders is equal to physics dot overlap sphere, pass in transform.position, so the starting position, comma noise range, that's the radius, comma applicable NPC layer. And in my case, I don't want my allies to be distracted, so in the Unity inspector I will set it so that only the enemies are distracted. If colliders, so that would be the layer, would be enemy. If colliders.length is equal to 0, return, so nothing's in range of this, nothing's around to hear this noise. But if that's not the case, of course the method continues. For each collider, col in colliders, col.transform.root.sendMessage, and the method to call is distract. Of course, make sure it matches exactly what is in the state pattern script, comma, transform.position, comma, send message options don't require receiver. Now we're not done there, of course something has to call this method. Up above, I'll put in void on collision enter, and of course, as you know, that's a Unity method, and inside of that, if time.time is greater than next noise time, then next noise time is equal to time.time plus noise rate. If getComponentRigidBody.velocity.magnitude is greater than speed threshold, then run the distraction method. So what you can see here is that anytime this item will go and bump against anything, whether it's the floor or as it rolls across the floor or it hits a wall, whatever it is, then if enough time has elapsed since the noise rate, so I don't want this to be, constantly doing this sort of a check for obvious reasons. It's expensive, and I don't want an overlap sphere to be done every time an on collision enter event happens, because there'll be plenty of that as it's bumping around and whatever. So of course control that with this check rate business. Okay, so it's a very simple script, and now we need to I guess attach it to something and try it out. And I think we've got a good candidate here. It's these blocks. So for item 1, which is the one closest to the player, I guess I'll just put in there the item script. Let me just lock that, go to the item scripts, and it was item make noise. And the applicable NPC layer is not friendly, it is enemy. So set it to enemy, and the noise range, let's just put it up just so for easier demonstration purposes. And the speed threshold, let me drop it to say like 3, so it can be really slow for distracting. The higher the speed threshold, the faster it needs to be going. Let me move the spawn away now, otherwise there'll be instant combat. And Okay, let me just try that, and let me put also on this one, on item 1. Oops, I have to unlock that. There we go. And on this one too. And just set that to enemy. I could have actually just copied it over as well. Alright. So now I'll go ahead and try that. See what happens. Take my throwing block. And I have to be close enough for the NPCs to spawn actually, because my proximity needs to be 50. Oops. So let me set that higher. Something massive there. Let me do that again so that they will spawn. And let me try throwing a block over this wall. Nope, that didn't work. It wasn't fast enough. Let me try that one. Oops, our NPCs gotten into the fray. So let me turn them off as well. Sorry about that. Bit of bumbling around. Let me try this again. This time, throw the block. It didn't get very far, so it won't have caused any distraction. Wait for them to come a little bit closer. Okay, launch the next one. Maybe this one will work. Yes, it did. So can you see how the item make noise is working there? It's causing them to be distracted and to go and investigate what was that position that they should look at. Once they've done it, they'll just return back to their patrol state. As you know, it just behaves as per usual. Okay, so that's it. It's working very nice. You can add that to any item as you like. So in the next video, we need to go ahead and do the same sort of thing, but for destructibles. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.